Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Infinity, where I'm looking very stylish in the orange. That's of course because this is a hazmat suit, and a scuba helmet apparently, but it is a hazmat suit, which is because I was making up pellets of RTG fuel. That's what I was doing last episode. My GUI's off, there we go. And since last episode, I have just basically been compressing loads and loads of dense iron platings. Let's see if we've got enough to actually do much more over here. I think we should. That's the wrong bench. That is also the wrong bench. That's the right bench. So we've got enough to make one more pellet of RTG fuel, which is good. You might also see in my inventory I have made up some igneous extruders. And some, if I can find them, recyclers. 4 recyclers, 6 igneous extruders, that's all I could make at the time. Now I have been using these here for my power supply, which is still working fantastically. Actually, this should be completely full of power. It is. That has run out of dense iron plates. You need about a stack of iron plates to make one of these RTG fuel pellets, which is quite a bit. But it's not too bad, really. I'm getting hungry. I should really not be getting hungry. Especially when I have foods about. Much better. Right, let's head on down to our new room. Check there's nothing going to kill me, and locate. It's around here, isn't it? My infinite water supply. I need a couple of bits of water. Right, we are coming on down here. What's that chest? Okay, that chest has got stuff in it. Interesting, I didn't know that. Right, let's head on back to this still very beautifully stylish room, in the corner of which there are a pair of these. This one is outputting 16 EU per tick. It won't be because there's only one RTG fuel pellet in. 2 will crank it up to about 4, I think. Or is it 1, 2, how many are there? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. That doesn't work. That would be 32. But it is something like that. Right, so we are producing power in there. How am I going to sort this? Actually, I think I'd like the output to be there, the recyclers to be there. What's going to be straight above me? Where am I on the map? I am just about underneath. I'm looking at the mini-map up above me, which keeps going half black, but I think I'm just about beneath the actual square. The circular square, just in between the two factories. So to go into the factory, I'd want to go through that wall anyway. So, in that case, the igneous extruders can start off on this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give plenty of low light for a zombie to spawn. Hit that. Yep, that is now too dark. There we go. That will work. Right, in between these then, we are going to place the item ducting, which I'm certain I picked up. I did. It is there. It's not connecting, of course, because... Shall we run it low? Or shall we run it high? No, we want to run it low. Yes, we do. Right, we want an output to be going up, and nothing to be going left and right. Basically, output is up, nothing left or right. Please, output is up, nothing. You get the idea. On these, the output's down. That's so they all connect up to this. Then all we have to do is put the lava and the water in. So lava, I'm only going to be able to do 4 of these. And I am also going to want to build an infinite water supply, which might just as well go in here, or shall I pop it just out? I'm going to pop it just out here. So 1, 2. I only needed 4 of those, didn't I? 3, 4, 5, 6, and the spare one can go in that one. So they are now producing cobbling stones. That is great. Now I'm going to need to get power from here to here. That is going to take me chopping through this wall. At the very least, I have a lot of lag going on there. Why so much lag? I really don't know. And I am going to have 4 of these at least, maybe more. So this is going to come through right where I've put this, of course. Why is this so laggy? Well, I can only apologise for the lagginess. Okay, I'm going to have to quit for a second and come back once I have found a way to sort this, I think. Unless, is it F7? Okay, that might have actually been it. We shall see. Right, for now, I'm going to run the cable just straight underneath here. Now I only have 14 bits of insulated copper cabling, of course. Which, with my endless optimism, I thought would be plenty. But now I'm not so sure. I'm short by several pieces, so let's head on up and grab a little bit more of it. Oh, it's raining. Great. Clicky please, thank you. Right, I shall just check that there is none in here. There is none in there. There is none in there. And finally, there is none in there, but we have copper and rubber. And that will do very nicely. Right, whilst we are here, let us also make another automatic crafting table. No, what are they called? We could always just nip down here and grab one of these from out of here. It is called an auto workbench. Of course it is. Auto workbenches. So it's just wooden gears with a crafting table, crafting bench. Now that will be very, very easy to make. But of course I have stuff in like every single possible There we go. Right, wood bits. I have a few sticks. I have plenty of acacia wood though, and that's all I need to make me some of those, one of those, lots of those, 4 of those, and not forgetting 1 of those, an auto workbench. And whilst I'm here, I shall also grab me a chest. Or maybe I won't. One chester. Right, it is night time. It is also raining, so let's see. Hopefully there's not too much going on out here. I'm going to hop into bed. Yep, nothing about that is good. Right, down we go. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. To see you nice. Goodbye. Right. So those were working. Now we need to run power from here into there. I'm going to fill in that gap at the back because I don't want it anymore. And then place a load of recyclers along here. They really want to be stuck out, don't they? Okay, so this is going to go back into the wall. No big problem, though I'll probably have to tidy up the wall behind it at some point. So you all need to come out. And then go in underneath. Right, there we go. Okay, what am I doing here? Am I just completely... Yeah, I've got no idea what I was doing here. That was the hole for that, and they should have sat out one. It doesn't really matter, that'll just give me a bit of extra room when I want to expand this, which I've no doubt I shall. You can see these are filling up with cobblestone, which they're turning into scrap. That's exactly what we were doing over up in the factory to make power, of course. So they have all filled up with scrap, and they should continue to fill up with scrap. I don't know if one will produce enough. If we come over here, we should see that this is... Yeah, it's not actually draining, is it? No, that's more than enough to power the 4... Well, it's probably just enough to power these 4 scrap generators. That is losing power, isn't it? So we are going to need more RTG fuel to run 4, but that's fine, we can make more. Right, all that we're going to do next then is of course pull the scrap out. Scrap's going to come along here. It might turn out that I have actually done this upside down from what I wanted to. Because I want... yeah, I really want that running the other way. Of course I do. So pull this out with all the cobble that's in it. And then run it to go into the top and come out from the bottom. That then... oh, that would be ugly. Okay, we're not doing that. Fill that in. So that was going to come to here, and here we're going to put in our auto workbench. That's still a bit ugly, but I think I can live with it. The auto workbench then is going to take 9 pieces of scrap. From that it will make a scrap box, and that's what I want. Scrap boxes. Now to get those coming out automatically, I have to put some servos into this. Not like that. That one is wrong. More like that. Tell it to ignore a redstone signal. Tell it to ignore many, many redstone signals. And this should now start filling up with scrap. There we go. Coming through now. Then all we have to do is pop this out of the top. And for now, I'm going to pull it into a chest. Just whilst I leave this to run. Again, ignore a redstone signal. And that should now start pulling out the top. I believe you can pull out the top of these. Yep, that's it going. And it should any second appear in here. So that is the plan. We are making cobblestone, turning it into scrap, putting it through this to turn it into a scrap box, and storing it. Now why do I want these? Because if you right click them, you get a random item. That was a single-use battery from Industrial Craft, and that was the ever-useful wooden hoe. Which, to be honest, can go like that. The single-use battery is good. So when you use these scrap boxes, you get random items, and that's what I want. I want some random items. So we shall work on automating that right-clicking bit next time. Do I have enough? Nowhere near enough to make more dense iron plates, do I? So I'm going to go and make up some more RTG fuel and leave that to run for a bit to give us a bit of stuff. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. Next episode we will start a bit more automation. So I hope to see you then for that. Thank you, and goodbye.